HBO's Hard Knocks series gives NFL fans an inside look at teams both in training camp and during the regular season. We wanted to try something like that here on a much smaller scale, but hopefully with similar insight. This year, we're going to chronicle the season of a team with a first-year head coach and a strong desire for change. Tonight, we present part one of our look at the 2025 season with the Clover Hill Cavaliers. Before the morning rush hour traffic can even start to back up on nearby Route 288, this year's Clover Hill Cavaliers wear out a path between their locker room
7 o'clock
and a backfield tucked up hard against the highway.
Go! Hey, you know what time it is? What time is it? More drill time!
Some of these players are gearing up for their third, fourth, or even fifth year in this program. Without a lot of success to show for their efforts.
One of the most important things that held us back on the field was that we weren't all one team. Yeah, we all played together, but we didn't play together, if you know what I mean.
Last year, it was a tough year all around. I don't even know where to start. Nobody was together.
The Cavaliers haven't won more than 2 games in any season since before COVID, and they have exactly 1 playoff win in program history, which came long before any of these players were born. Yet they keep coming out, even at hours when most of their friends are still in bed.
I love the sport. It's all, you know. Football brings everybody together, it brings the community together.
I thought it was a great job for what we're doing at 7:30 in the morning. Good start. Let's continue to do it.
Matt Hutchings is the 3rd different head coach Clover Hill has had in the past 4 seasons.
Feel good? All right, hey, we're going to start out nice and easy.
It wasn't that long ago that he was a player for the Cavaliers himself and knows firsthand what kind of success this program has had.
We've got some great young men. When we asking of them, you know, everything, and we've had to do this ourselves, everything's new.
That's the tempo we got to have. I know we're trying to learn. It's the second time we've ever done it.
We have to go back sometimes.
What I don't want Chase to do is to go flat.
Like, hey, they've never ran this drill before. They've never done these types of things.
Hutchings knows how to win. Just 3 years ago, he led Midlothian to their best season in a generation and their first playoff win in program history. His reputation quickly preceded him with his new players.
He expected hard work.
Ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. No, do it again. Do it again.
And how, I guess Medlow wasn't a great school at first too, but when he got there, he turned their program around. That made me excited.
I was excited because it's like, you know, I've been here for gonna be my 5th year, and it was like, I played against them, so it was like, I already know.
They've always had some talent, but it just looks like, you know, adversity would hit and they just would get down on themselves.
You can come up with as many excuses as you want to, but we start compounding bad on top of bad. And when you start compounding bad on top of bad, this whole part of practice is just dead, right? We just wasted 10, 15 minutes that we don't have to waste, right?
Yes, sir.
Once they got to that certain point, they just put their heads down and didn't really know how to finish those games, those close games.
I don't care if you're a freshman or if you're a senior. I don't care if you're the quarterback or you're the second string H. Whatever it is, pick your teammates up.
Hutchings has been out of coaching for the past 2 seasons. His departure from Midlothian came after a medical scare involving his son, which made him take a very long look at himself, not just as a coach, but also as a husband and father.
I needed to step away from myself, for my family, especially for my son, you know, putting that burden on my wife for that period of time. That was a real tough, difficult time for me. And it took me a year. It took me a whole year to kind of like analyze it, get over it, and figure it out. But I don't regret it one bit.
His son's health has made a very positive turnaround, much like what Hutchings plans to do at his alma mater.
Full speed, full tilt. Let's go 20 minutes. Let's have some fun out here, all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right now, let's go to work.
Starting this season.
We want to be able to compete against every single team. And I think that if we take those steps, then all those other things will come into play. But we got to just come out there and compete against another team and show that we can play with everybody on our schedule.
I'm really hoping and looking forward to the connection that this team is going to have going forward.
Guys on me!
And I'm hoping that we can just improve, build a good foundation for the future of this program.
Guys on me, guys on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go! Let's go. Hustle up. Wasting daylight.
When he took over a program that hadn't won more than 2 games in any season since before COVID, Matt Hutchings expected adversity. In that regard, he has not been disappointed.
Stay on top. High point. Oh!
Clover Hill lost each of their first 4 games, the first 3 by shutout, which is not how Hutchings wants them to measure this season.
I think that one of the biggest things that we're trying to preach is stop looking at the scoreboard. You know, they really want to win, and wins are all about the thing, but we have to look more at, are we progressing? Are we becoming better week after week after week? And are we becoming successful in those things that we're working on in practice? And I think that the film shows that we are.
It wasn't really how we wanted to start off for sure. It's been very slow, and so I feel like we're picking up the pace now, and now we're just trying to fully execute.
The Cavaliers have started 0-4 in each of the last 3 years, but this year feels different in their locker room.
I feel like the team, like we're more of like an actual team, like we're together. And then I'd say it's more like everybody like buying in.
We're so much better than what we think we are.
That hasn't always been the attitude. Hutchings admits some in his own school might not think much of his team's efforts thus far, but he sees things they don't and tries to make sure his players see what he does.
We've progressed, we've competed, we're getting there. And I think that right now where we're at, I think that's so much more important than, oh, we got to win, but we didn't, play better than we did last week.
There has been attrition and defections. Hutchings' way hasn't been for everyone. They are already on their 3rd string quarterback, who started the season as a running back and is now learning how to throw like a QB. But that's a symbol of what this team has been willing to do for their coach and for each other.
I've seen players that I would have never expected to play certain positions, stepping up and filling those positions. It's inspiring the team, it's inspiring me personally, and it's something that I love to see all these players coming together to really try to make this program what it can be.
The night of homecoming, fans, past and present, return to Clover Hill.
We're going to do some more points today. I hope so. Yeah.
Perhaps getting their first look at this year's Cavaliers.
If we were to compare like last season's like this season, you can see that there's improvement. If you watch the game, you can tell that our line's gotten better since last year. Our secondary's gotten better. So there's improvement all around.
After a back-and-forth game, the final drive would decide the outcome. Previous teams might have faded. Not this one.
Even though all this adversity has already happened to us and we've overcome all of this and you guys are still here and still fighting, that's amazing, and let's keep that going.
Despite their best showing of the season so far, Clover Hill falls 21-20. This season has tested Hutchings in ways none have before.
Just know that your time is where you're supposed to be, and you're supposed to be here, and this is what you're supposed to be doing. And when you feel that, you feel good about it.
I love you guys.
We love you too, Coach.
Love you too, Coach.
You guys fought your ass off. Deserve the victory. We're 1 freaking point from changing the culture. 1 point. And again, like we say all the time, that opportunity comes from any single point, any single play from the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. I feel like I let you guys down.
You did it, Coach. Oh, you did it.
I'm saying it's not your fault.
Falls on me. We'll get better. I promise you we're going to continue to work.
I'll go work every day. Wasn't on me.
I appreciate all you guys.
Appreciate you too, Coach. Thank you for loving me.
Love you. Come on now.
We've changed and we're going to get better.
It's
Change the stuff around here.
always. We're going to keep going.
Proud of your efforts.
We're going to keep going.
How many guys are doing 1, 2, 3? Yes!
Midway through the 2025 season, Clover Hill had yet to win a game under new head coach Matt Hutchings. While that was disappointing, it didn't take away from the primary goal the head coach had for his new team when they began practices back in August.
Our biggest thing right now is compete.
Can we learn how to win?
We want to be able to compete against every single team.
It's the first step to be able to win is, can we play with somebody?
On more than one occasion, they proved they could do that. Their first good opportunity for a win came in their 5th game against Cosby, a 1-point loss. 2 weeks later, a game at Monacan, in which they played as well as they had all year for the first half, and had an 18-point lead at the break.
In our minds, we had won the game at halftime. the way that we as a team were acting during the half was unacceptable. We treated it like we had just won the Super Bowl and that the game was over.
After half, we got too complacent, too comfortable with our lead. And then one mistake led to, as coach calls it, quicksand.
You're playing, and you think everything is going fine. Then one thing goes wrong.
Fumble on the play.
And then another. And another. And you try to fight back, but the harder you fight, the deeper you sink. Like quicksand.
Right? We had a fumble, and then all of a sudden everybody starts looking at each other and goes, oh, here we go again.
On senior night, facing the Richmond High School for the Arts.
Just thank you. Just thank you. I mean, I can't, their kids are putting, their physical bodies on the line, but parents, you're out there with laundry and late nights and your kids coming home. And so I just thanked every single one of them to say, hey, I appreciate, you let me borrow your son for these, couple months, and hopefully, if there's anything I can do for the future, let me know.
An atmosphere of pride that belied their overall record.
It was amazing, got to walk down the field with my mom and dad. It was my mother's birthday that day, which made it extra special.
The Cavaliers had not lost to the Bulldogs since 2003, but once again, could not quite find a way to close out a win in the final minutes.
We're in the red zone 3 times at the 5-yard line and we don't punch it in. It's not a physical thing. That's not a, hey, their guys are better than our guys thing. It's all in between the ears.
The Cavaliers completed their first winless season in over 20 years, and not all of the players who started the season in uniform ended it that way.
It seemed like a broken record. It was every single game, we're right there, guys. We're right there. If we get that one block or we get that one throw or we get that one thing, that's it. Especially towards the end of the year. The progress, right? Started putting up 300 yards of offense. We start putting up, moving the football. We start defensively figuring out, right? Those light bulbs starting to go off. I think that is, a big part of what's going to happen here in the future.
But those who stuck it out would do it all over again, especially the seniors for whom their days in Kelly Green are over.
The new coaching staff, Coach Hutch, he made us turn it around. He gave us he inspired us, made us a lot more active, made us want to be out here a lot more. I saw the change in all the kids, how much more excited they were to be out here.
It was more fun, but we did face a lot of challenges with people quitting, injuries, but it was a lot more fun this year.
Hutchings will return next year with a much better grasp of what this program needs and where it can go. He hopefully leaves an impression on this year's seniors that will last well beyond their high school days.
End of the day, it's football, right? We'd all love to win. We'd all love to, get rings on our fingers and all those things. But at the end of the day, there's a brotherhood that you can kind of create here that you can build for the rest of your life. And hopefully that's something we try to convey and get those guys to understand that it's going to be bigger than that. Your record on your high school football career is not going to get you any job, but how you treat people and how you can build that brotherhood, that's going to be a lot more to you later on in life.
And once again, let's give a big round of applause to the class of 2026.
When we approached Coach Hutchings about this idea back in the summer, he had no hesitation about his team's participation, and we cannot thank him or his seniors enough for allowing us to be along for the ride. Also, a tip of the hat to our chief photographer, Curtis Akers, who put these segments together. You can find all 3 installments on our website. And if you would like to nominate someone for us to profile, just email us at beyondtheroster@WTVR.com.